Good morning. So far we have discussed 15 questions from your practice sheet. Okay, the practice sheets provided in your groups, all the batches provided in your groups. Please complete the practice sheet. Here I am giving you the solutions. Okay, you guys can see the solutions and learn. Okay, so here in this class, no, we'll see from the question number 16. Okay, here the speed of your current is 5 km per hour. What will be the respective downstream speed and upstream speed of a boy rowing a boat? If one third of the distance covered going downstream in a certain distance is equal to the distance covered going upstream in the same time. First, you need to know the data and the basic concept to solve this kind of questions. So what has been provided? The speed of the current has been provided. Okay. What will be the respective downstream speed? You don't know the downstream speed and the upstream speed, that you need to find out. If one third of the distance covered, so this is the data provided here. So with this we can able to make one simple equation and you can able to solve. Okay, now you can take this speed of a boy as a x kilometer per hour. Then speed of a current stream or river, whatever you can take here according to the question, 5 km per hour. And you know the speed of the downstream, no, along the river. So downstream means you need to add up this speeds here. Therefore x plus 5 km per hour. Then the speed of the upstream, nothing but against the flow of the current. Against the flow of the current means you need to subtract. So therefore x minus 5 km per hour. Now let us take some time is there, no? So you have to, because distance is equal to speed into time, let us take that time as a t itself. Okay, what has been provided? 1 by 3 of the distance covered in the downstream. So downstream area is x plus 5. Distance, no, distance is equal to speed into time. So some time is there, we can take it as a t itself, and which is equal to the distance covered. So distance is equal to speed into time, which is equal to the distance covered going upstream. So upstream here is nothing but a x minus 5. Okay, some time is there, no, we can take it as a t. So you can cancel this t and t. Now arrange this. Okay, x plus 5, which is equal to, cross multiply this 3 towards the RHS, then it becomes a 3x minus 15. Then you bring this here, 5 plus 15, 3x minus x, so which is equal to 2x. 2x is equal to 20. Then x becomes a 10 km per hour. So after knowing the value of x, what is the question demands here? You need to find out the downstream speed. So therefore the speed of the downstream, so nothing but a x plus 5. So x plus 5 is nothing but a 10 plus 5, which is nothing but a 15 km per hour. The speed of the upstream, nothing but a x minus 5, right? So therefore 10 minus 5, which is equal to 5 km per hour. So therefore 15 and 5, so A is the correct. Okay, so if you are having doubt, you can ask, no? So now let us move on to the next question. There are, so this model is simple, as well as you need to learn this kind of questions. Okay, there are 3 points P, Q, R in a straight line. So there are 3 points here in a straight line. Then Q is the equidistant from the P as well as R. So therefore Q must be here in the middle. So now A man can swim from the point P to the R downstream in 24 hours and from Q to P upstream in the 16 hours. Find the ratio of the speed of a man in the still water to the speed of the stream. Okay, so we have to find out the ratio. So let us take that speed of a man as a x here. The speed of a man. Let us take x here. Now man or whatever, boat or whatever, okay, streamer. So these are the words they will give you. Boat, like that. So therefore next year, the speed of the current, here they will give you stream also. So which is equal to y kilometer per hour. Then the speed of the downstream, as you know, so this is along the flow of the river, no? Therefore you need to add up this here. X plus y kilometer per hour. Next, the speed of the upstream. So now 4, which is against. So therefore x minus y kilometer per hour. Now understand here one situation here. A man can swim from the point P to R, no? P to R downstream. So therefore he is moving in this direction. This river flows in this direction. Okay. So in 24 hours here. Now this is the case here. Suppose you don't know this distance here. Suppose if you are taking this as a means this is going to be the a by 2 and this is going to be the a by 2. To avoid this no fraction, you can take this as a 2a. Then this becomes half of that one. So PQ becomes half. So therefore this is nothing but the a and this is nothing but the a. Okay, so like this, if you are okay, you can take a and a by 2 also. That is also completely fine. Okay, if you are taking in this way, that is also good. So therefore you can take a PQ QR as a. Then automatically what would happen, your PR becomes a 2a. Okay, so like that you can take a to avoid okay lengthy equations, etc. Now what has been provided? P to the Q, P to the Q, that is the distance here 2a downstream, right, along the river. So therefore we have to add up that, which is equal to the time, because you know the basic concept, distance is equal to speed into time. Distance 2a, speed which is nothing but the downstream speed you have substituted there, so which is equal to time. That's it. So you can keep this as the equation number 1. That now you move on here. Q2p, no? Q2p. Q2p, what is the distance here? A. They are clearly mentioning upstream. So upstream means x minus y, which is equal to 16. Keep this as the equation number 2. Now you can divide this 1 by 2. What happens here? 1 by 2, 2a by, okay, you can do anything here. 2a by x plus y by a by x minus y, so which is equal to 24 by 16. Now a and a getting cancelled, now getting reciprocal here. That is why here 2 into x minus y by x plus y, which is equal to 24 by 16. Now with the 4 table you can cancel this here. 4 6 are 4 4s are. Now you can further you can cancel this one, so 3 here. Okay, now you can cross multiply. 4x minus 4y, which is equal to 3x plus 3y. Now rearrange this one. So bring x towards the LHS, y towards the RHS. 4x minus 3x becomes a x, which is equal to 7y. You need to find out the ratio here, right? Man speed is x and current speed is y. So therefore you need to find out y by x by y. So therefore which is equal to 7 by 1. So this is nothing but x is to y, which is equal to 7 is to 1. That's it. Okay, so you can solve in a simpler manner. Okay, fine. So now let us move on to the next question. A Rohit can row a boat 65 kilometer upstream, 130 kilometer downstream in 23 hours. Whereas he can swim 45 kilometer upstream and 104 kilometer downstream in 17 hours. So what you need to find out here? Find the speed of your boat in still water and the speed of a stream. Okay, so this only you need to find out here. Speed of a boat in still water, speed of a stream. So let us take the speed of a boat here as a x kilometer per hour. Now you can take the speed of a stream as a y kilometer per hour. Then automatically you can able to find the speed of the upstream against x minus y. The speed of your downstream nothing but x plus y. Now you move on, same concept here. Distance is equal to speed into time. So that only we are going to apply. So now he is going boat 65 kilometer upstream and one, and please understand together, right? Together takes a 23 hours. So therefore your distance by speed which is equal to time. So your overall so therefore 65 for the upstream means x minus y plus 130 by x plus y which is equal to 23. So next equation, 45 upstream, then 104 the downstream which is equal to 17 hours. See, in order to solve this question, a lot of ways are there. Okay, so you need to do that elimination method or you need to use the substitution method like that. So like let me tell you simple way, but when you learn this procedural. So take this. So in your school days you are assigned solving simultaneous equation, that only. 1 by x minus y you can take it as a 1 by x plus y you can take it as a b. So then it becomes a 65a plus 130b which is equal to 23, 45a plus 104b which is equal to 17. Now you need to do cross multiplication method, substitution method, or any of the method you can apply, but it's a lengthy in order to find out a and you need to find out the b and you need to substitute here and again you need to make that. Okay, so it's a lengthy process. So one simple process here is go with the option, because option provided here obviously see the speed of the boat in still water, that is going to be the x. So first value going to be the x here, the second value going to be the y. Substitute any one of the equation, you can substitute in any one of the equation. It must have to satisfy the RHS. So if it satisfies the RHS, then that option, right option, you go with the option techniques. When the option provides, you can save your time. Now x is equal to 4, y is equal to 9. Now try to understand here. 65 by, okay, now you can see minus now 130 by 13. Yes, this is 10. Okay, fine. We have to get a 23. So here 10 here minus 13. Yes. So therefore minus 3. So not equal to 23. So therefore eliminate that option. That's it. Like this you go with the option techniques. Some cases that will help you to save your time. So x is equal to 8. Y is equal to 5. So now add up, subtract and add up, like 65 here. So now x minus y 3 here. Now that itself you can see here this is not completely vanishes here, 3 table, not possible. So 63 goes there, but so it's in a decimal, so therefore you can avoid that option itself. Even this satisfies your 13, but you are not getting a 23, so eliminate that one. So B option also eliminated. So like that elimination techniques please apply. So now here x is equal to 9, y is equal to 4. Now let us see your x minus y becomes a 5. Here 65. Now here 130 by. So here if you're adding this one, it becomes a 13. Yes. So this is 10. This is a 13. So 10 plus 13, 23. Yes, this satisfies here. We are getting that RHS. Okay, so therefore C is the right answer. If you want, you can check with the D as well as C. Okay, that surely will not satisfy. Okay, you can stop here itself without wasting the time. If you want for your clarifications, I will do that. Okay, but not required. So D here. So if you see here, x is equal to 4, y is equal to 5. So if you are adding no 9 here, so here 130. So not possible. Leave it. Okay, eliminate. So even if you are subtracting minus here, okay, so not possible. Leave it. Now D option eliminated. E option, let us see here. 65 here and 130 here. If you are adding this 13, okay, good, completely fine. If you are subtracting, it becomes a 7 here. Then it's going no like in a decimal. Okay, here 10, okay, fine. Now here see here 9 point something. So not getting 23. Therefore, we can eliminate this here. Okay, so not equal to 23. This is also not equal to 23. So like that, if option techniques helps means you go with the option techniques. Okay, that is my suggestion. And you can use these methods. Okay, next year. So this question, no, this model was there in your SSC examination. Okay, you can focus on this kind of questions, no, this kind of models. Sometimes the UPSC project, because if you see 2021 question paper, there was a question based on the boat and its stream. So please be careful with this topic also plays a vital role. Next year. If the ratio of the speed of a boat in upstream and a downstream is 8 is to 1. Okay, so which is nothing but a 8 is to 1. The boat can travel 500 kilometers downstream in 20 hours. 20 hours. So then you can able to find out the speed of your boat here. Okay, one data provided. Then find the total distance traveled by the boat in still water in the same time. In the same time. The first thing here is what has been provided here. Ratio has been provided. First thing, the speed of a boat in the upstream. Right. Next, what has been provided? Ratio of the speed of a boat in stream or current. Okay. So that is nothing but 8 is to 1. So you can take this as a 8x is to 1x. Next, what has been provided? With the data, you can able to find out the speed of a boat in downstream. How can you find out here? So you can find out downstream, no, 500 kilometer distance, time here 20. So which is nothing but 25 kilometer per hour. So you know this downstream speed. Now you need to find out the speed of a boat in still water that you don't know. So take here a speed of a boat in still water as a y kilometer per hour. So now you can able to find out downstream speed, you know, then easily you can able to find your, how can you find your, you can take, so let us take this as some other variable because x is there, no, some other variable we can take a pq, that is better, no. Okay, let us take this as a p. Then the speed of a stream you can take it as a y or y. Okay, y, okay, y is not there, so you can take it as a y kilometer per hour, because I choose x here because in the ratio, that is why I'm not using x here. Now you can able to see the downstream speed. Okay, downstream here is 25 kilometer per hour. So therefore p plus y, which is nothing but 25 kilometer per hour. So that is nothing but a downstream speed. Now you can take upstream speed. You have to subtract your p minus y. So what is the ratio here? 8x here. So you can take your 8x. Okay. After taking your as a 8x, now try to understand your. We have to find. We have to find distance traveled by the boat in still water. Okay. So for that, what you need to find out? You need to find out the value of. Okay. Value of p. So now try to understand. This is 8x is nothing but the speed of a boat in an upstream. So now you need to replace your this x as a y here. Why? Because the speed of a streamer is y. So therefore p minus y. So therefore p is equal to 9y. Okay. Or else you can directly you can take as a y also. But I don't want. You keep separately here. But you need to ensure that you are replacing that speed of a stream as a y. Okay. This is better. Or else you can take the speed of your stream here, no? See here. What is the speed of a stream? 1x. So 1x, no? That 1x we can able to replace here. So please understand that 1x you are replacing. Or else, let me give like this. 1x which is equal to y. Okay. So now 8x is equal to 8y. I hope you guys are getting here. So now, after knowing the value of p, you can substitute this value of p here in this equation. Okay, substitute in 1. So 9y plus, okay, 9y plus y, which is equal to 25. 10y is equal to 25. Y is equal to 2.5. So what you have found here? You have found the speed of a streamer. Okay. Now, after knowing the speed of the streamer, we can able to find out the speed of a boat here. Okay, what is the speed of a boat? P, no? So what is a P? P is equal to 9 into Y, 2.5. So if you want, you can take this as equation number 2. So substitute into, that is better. Substitute into. So now P is equal to 22.5. After knowing this, easily you can able to find out the distance. Okay, so therefore distance is equal to speed into time. What is the time here? For 20 hours. Right. 20 into, what is the speed here? 22.5. So therefore distance here is 450 kilometer. It's like a lengthy, but you can able to solve this kind of questions in a simple manner. Okay, so answer for this question here is 450. Okay, if you're having any doubt, you can ask. The speed of a streamer, these things you need to understand. What do you mean by the speed of a stream? What do you mean by the speed of the boat? Upstream speed, downstream speed. These basic things you need to learn and you can able to solve. Okay, so if you are having any doubts, you can ask. Let us complete today's session here. Okay. Yes, one more question is there, no? After that we will complete 20, no? We have to discuss 20 questions. Okay. We'll move to the next year. The ratio of the time taken by a boat to go a certain distance upstream and return downstream is half of the same distance. Half of the same distance. Okay, half of the same distance. What ratio provided? Time ratio provided. Ratio of the time taken. So go to the certain distance upstream. Upstream means against the river, and return downstream nothing but the half of the distance is equal to 18:5. Okay. The speed of the stream here is 4 km/h. What is the distance covered by the boat in 6 hours in downstream and 8 hours in the upstream? So what has been provided here? Time ratio provided for the time for the upstream to the time for the downstream. That ratio provided as a 18:5. Okay. Now another thing also provided here. Try to understand here. The ratio of the time taken by a boat to a certain distance upstream and return downstream half of the distance, half of the same distance. Please understand, half of the same distance. So therefore upstream nothing but understand, upstream nothing but a 20 km means what is going to the downstream. Downstream here is 10 km. So this is the thing here. So that ratio time only provided here. I'm giving an as an example here. So in generally, if you take this as a d means this is going to be the d by 2. So to avoid this fraction, you can use here 2d, you can use here, it becomes half, no? 2d here means here it is going to be the d. Okay, you can take in this way. Even d by 2, that and all completely fine. Okay. So you have to be very careful. Now according to the question, okay, according to the question d, downstream, let us take that distance is equal to downstream distance. Distance is equal to what? Speed into time. Generally you can take a distance is equal to speed into time. Now understand, downstream distance nothing but a half only. So according to this here, let us take a d distance itself. You can take a d here, the speed of the downstream into time taken with respect to the downstream. So now downstream time is equal to what? D by sd, speed of the downstream. Next here, now try to understand. You can take the speed of a boat as a x, the speed of a stream as a y. So then you can take a downstream is equal to what? X plus y. Upstream you can take it as a x minus y. Okay. So like that you need to take and work on. Now we will discuss with the upstream. So what is the distance for the upstream? 2d. Why 2d now? Because return down off. So return, no, this is the return. Return off is equal to d means then upstream, that is the full distance is equal to 2d. I hope you guys understanding the logic behind this here. So apply in the general formula, d is equal to s into t. 2d is equal to the speed of the upstream into time taken by the up. So now take time taken by the up is equal to what? 2d by speed of the upstream. So keep this as a equation number 2. Keep this as a equation number 1. What ratio provided? Time with respect to the upstream, time is with respect to the downstream, which is equal to 18:5. So this has been provided here. Upstream is equal to what? 2d by speed of the upstream by d by speed of the downstream, which is equal to 18 by 5. So now d and d getting cancelled. Denominator to the denominator getting reciprocal. So therefore 2sd by 2sd by the speed of the upstream is equal to 18 by 5. So now you can further cancel here. Therefore 9 here. What is the speed of the downstream? Downstream means x plus y, which means speed of the boat plus speed of the stream. What is the speed of the upstream? X minus y. Okay, so 9 by 5. Now you can cross multiply. 5x plus 5y, so which is equal to 9x minus 9y. Now rearrange this here. Bring y towards the LHS, so therefore it becomes a 14y. Bring that x towards the RHS. 9x minus 5x becomes a 4x. You need to find out x by y. So x by y is equal to 14 by 4. Right, which means that when x covers a 14, right, what is that 14 here? The speed of the boat when x is equal to 14 km per hour. Okay, so then what is the y? So y is equal to 4 km per hour. Okay, after you found this value, you need to find out the distance covered by the boat in 6 hours in downstream and 8 hours in the upstream. Okay, now first of all you calculate the downstream speed here. So the speed of the downstream is equal to x plus y, which is nothing but 14 plus 4, which is equal to 18. The speed of the upstream is equal to what? X minus y. So 14 minus 4, which is equal to 10. After knowing this, we can able to find out the distance. So required distance. Understand what is the distance covered by the boat in 6 hours in downstream? Total distance, no? Downstream here means what is the speed here? 18 into what is the time here? 6 hours plus and 8 hours in the upstream. What is the upstream speed here? 10 hours per hour. Okay, 10 km per hour. That is nothing but the speed of the upstream. What is the time duration here? 8 here. So now 18 into 6. 18 into 6 becomes a 108. This is nothing but 80. So 188 kilometer. Answer is B. See, these models and all must learn. Okay, this question is simple. Just you need to apply the whatever the data provided here with the basic concept like upstream, downstream, boat speed of the boat, speed of the steamer. Then you can able to find out the distance, final distance according to the given data in the question. 6 hours in the downstream, 8 hours in the downstream, like that. Okay, so if you're having any doubt, you can ask. Okay, so let me complete today's sessions here. Thank you all. Have a good day.